Right, in our interview segment today on Business Defined, we talk about a Lifetime Africa Achievement Prize, LAAP, and our guests are in studio. If I could just introduce them to us, we've got Kofi Nyatache, all right, Executive Director, Millennium Executive Awards.
Millennium Excellence Awards.
Excellence Awards, thank you
right.
for that. And Ashim Motan, Chairman of Millennium Excellence Awards. Welcome, gentlemen, to our studios.
Thank you very much.
All right, now tell us what this Lifetime Africa Achievements Awards are all about. To start us off, if we could start with you, Kofi.
Right, Lifetime Africa Achievement Prize, I think that it's a prize awarding kind of a system whereby what actually happens is that in the Western world we have the Nobel Peace Prize. Mm-hmm. In the African context, we do not have anything. Mm-hmm. So we conceived of this whole thing. We have our governors, mm-hmm, and we have our directors, mm-hmm, conceived of this, that it is just about time, mm-hmm, that Africans recognized, mm-hmm, the achievements of Africans. Mm-hmm. And you know, even in our African proverb, mm-hmm, they say it's always good, mm-hmm, to have your own people applaud you, mm-hmm, than having strangers applaud you. Mm-hmm. So this is how the Lifetime Africa Achievement Prize came about. Mm-hmm. And this is actually headquartered in Ghana, mm-hmm, in Accra, Ghana. Mm-hmm. And we've had the whole project started more than 15 years ago. Yes, mm-hmm, right. Mm-hmm. And this Lifetime Africa Achievement Prize also started in the year 2010, mm-hmm, whereby some icons of the African continent, mm-hmm, those who are making meaningful impact in the lives of our people, mm-hmm, are actually recognized, mm-hmm, and awarded this particular prize. Mm-hmm. This is a prestigious prize, mm-hmm, and it is a prize that is obviously accepted by everyone who has been nominated. Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about that, the recipients of these prizes, if I could come to you. I know that Desmond Tutu is one of the people who have been honored with this award. Talk to us about that. There's Desmond Tutu, there's also Muammar al-Gaddafi, that is the late.
Okay.
Talk to us about that.
Okay, these are the past recipients, uh-huh, who were recognized in 2010. Mm-hmm. And these are people who, again, have contributed to the life standards of Africans. Mm-hmm. So in 2010, the recipients were, for example, Desmond Tutu, mm-hmm, of South Africa, mm-hmm, Wole Soyinka, mm-hmm, of Nigeria, mm-hmm, you know, our past and late, mm-hmm, Muammar Gaddafi, mm-hmm, and other distinguished Africans who have contributed in the development of the continent. Mm-hmm. This year, we have nominated some very distinguished Africans as well, yeah, who have done a lot for the continent. Mm-hmm. Some of the recipients for this year's awards are Mo Ibrahim, mm-hmm, of the Mo Ibrahim Foundation, mm-hmm, who is coming to Nairobi. Mm-hmm. We also have the president of your country.
Right, yes, President Mwai Kibaki.
Absolutely,
yes,
fantastic,
mm-hmm,
fantastic, mm-hmm, person.
Mm-hmm.
And other very distinguished personalities, mm-hmm, who are all arriving in your lovely country on Friday.
Friday this week?
This coming Friday.
All right.
Yes.
And it's going to be held at State House, I understand.
It's going to be held at the Kenyatta International
Conference Center.
That's
KICC.
KICC.
All right. Now let's talk about President Mwai Kibaki. He's one of those who is going to be honored this year.
That's
you
right.
also have Yoweri Museveni, I believe,
yes,
of Uganda.
Yes.
So how did you arrive at these two people? If we could start with you, President Mwai Kibaki, and then we can come to you, Yoweri Museveni.
I think Kofi has more of a...
All right, Kofi, take us through.
Yeah, what actually has happened is that during the international search, our international group goes out to find out throughout the whole African continent those who are actually doing certain special things, mm-hmm, certain impactful things. Mm-hmm. And you know, every country goes through a strife. I mean, you know, even in our own country, mm-hmm, Ghana, we've just gone through a very peaceful, successful, yes, elections. Mm-hmm. There are a few little disagreements here and there. Yeah. So once there is a problem or a strife, mm-hmm, that is where leadership comes in. Mm-hmm. And in your Excellency, His Excellency the President Kibaki's situation, mm-hmm, he has been nominated for national cohesion, peace, and stability. Mm-hmm. So which means that after the strife, mm-hmm, what came out quite clearly was that leadership, the exemplary leadership that is shown to bring about or contribute to peace. Number two, to bring about the national cohesion, which threatened to disintegrate our country. Everybody in Ghana loves Kenya anyway.
Yes,
and then also bring about stability. Now you're seeing unprecedented growth after the strife. So this is how he in particular was on it. But I think there was something that when the research came out from our international sources, we didn't even know that apparently his tenure ends next year.
It does.
So which means that there's never a befitting and a lovely time to honor such a great man of your country. So this is how he ended up. Then we move on to His Excellency
Yoweri Museveni, Uganda. Yeah.
Yes, right. If you can see it, his has been a lifelong strive to build a nation. And his was nation building and African leadership. You see the contributions he's making in bringing about some peace within the southeast area of Africa. So a lot of the work that was done by the research group said that here is a man who needs to be recognized. Whatever the differences and difficulties that are there, at least he's trying to knit the various strands of the society together and ensure that the nation stays together. After that, after he's played his part, just like Shakespeare always says, it's like a stage. A man, a woman comes and plays his part and then goes away. So he will move away, by which time he had ensured that the nation Uganda would have been stabilized, and he had succeeded in building a nation. And then giving the recognition that, thank God, there's somebody who is also spearheading the African leadership things. You know Muammar Gaddafi of blessed memory, yes. He was very, very strident in ensuring that the Africans stay together. In fact, he got us to Tripoli to confer the honor on him. He was going to bring about 350 cars, and it was going to be a logistical nightmare because we also had our own problems there. So that's why he got us to go over. So the African continent, who are the people who are making, at least even in their own small way, making some impact to assist the continent grow. Now, if you look at those who have been nominated, there are business icons, there are those who are championing democracy, like Mo Ibrahim. There are the Isabel dos Santos, who is doing exceptionally well. There's the governors of certain states, like Moise
Katumbi
Chapwe from DRC, from a troubled area of Katanga province. He's made it, the whole state as a showpiece in an area of some strife, as you very well know.
Let me add to what he's saying. You know, they are always saying that Africa is a poor continent, but we all know that we have enough resources. We have enough resources on this continent to make us the richest continent in the world. However, it's all about leadership, and therefore it is this leadership that we are recognizing, and for the youth of Africa to look up as role models. And therefore, if we're able to start recognizing leadership, the youth that are growing up will then start seeing that it is about leadership and not about what is going on in the secular world. In fact, when I was growing up, I grew up with a slide rule. When I was taking my common entrance examinations, I didn't use calculators. But today, the youth are exposed to the internet and all kinds of things. So this initiative is in a way trying to inculcate leadership for the youth growing up. And we are very happy that it has been accepted by the United Nations. We have worked very closely with the governments of the United States and the government of Ghana, the government of Nigeria, and most countries have accepted this initiative. We have the Economic Commission of Africa, who will be represented for this event as well, and Africa Union. So we believe that it is an initiative that the continent has embraced. And so this is our Nobel Prize for the continent.
So you're honoring leadership, you're honoring the
Entrepreneurship.
efforts that has been made by our leaders to bring about unity in the continent. For the youth who are sitting at home watching us, they're probably thinking, well, I'm not a leader. Well, I'm not in governance.
Yes.
So what is it that they can get from this award, probably.
In fact, when the youth of this world see this program, it's going to be broadcast on DSTV, continental-wide. The youth would then start doing some research. What has this man done for Africa? And then they start to learn, what has Governor Katumbi Chapwe done? Why was he acknowledged on such an international platform? And then the information starts to disperse among other youth. Then they start to say, I would like to be like Mo Ibrahim. I would like to be like President Mwai Kibaki. Because this is what we are trying the youth to see and to understand. This is where the continent has to go.
All right. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Lifetime Africa Achievement Prize. Thank you so much. We'll be watching you on Friday at KICC.
It's actually on Saturday.
On Saturday.
The 15th of December at KICC.
At KICC. Our very own President Mwai Kibaki will be honored. Yoweri Museveni will be honored. Thank you so much for coming through to our studios.
So much,
I will be looking forward to that day.
Okay. Well, thank you most kindly as well for having us here.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. Honoring leadership in Africa. We will be looking out for that function that is at KICC on Saturday. Our very own President Mwai Kibaki will be honored. Yoweri Museveni of Uganda will also be honored. Moving on to other stories of